ये हो गया. TRIZ, TRIZ. That alone put USSR on par with the US for several decades. तो उसको थोड़ा सम्मान देना चाहिए नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको थोड़ा समझना चाहिए नहीं चाहिए? We need not reinvent the wheel. You understand? Already wheel is running. You have to capture it, catch it, move with it. Okay. What is the third concept? Huh? I talked about Gartner's technology hype cycle. है ना? वो cycle होता है. So there's no point in getting to a product or innovation which is now stable and mature. You have to go to the place where you have the capability to hype and make money, but then hype on something which will stay, go on to become mature. There's no point in that. Okay, you may get money, but then what satisfaction you'll have when your whatever you hyped, etc., will die in the next 5 years. Okay, so technology hype cycle is the third concept. What is the other fourth concept I just explained? S curves. Technology disruptive S curves. Why they called S curves? Any technology will take that shape. Then, when this technology is dying out, new technologies are emerging. Again, they'll start at a higher level. Again, they're in the shape of S. Okay, that's why they're called S curves. You Google it up, ChatGPT, you'll get this. S curves, technology disruptors, technology disruptive S curves. You'll get it. आ गया आ गया. I'll just show without much of talk. Okay. I'm sorry if I've exceeded my time. Oh, barriers. ये प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल हो गया. Technology trigger, R&D, startup companies, first round of venture capital support, first generation, early adopters, mass media hype begins, supply proliferation, more and more people will come at the peak, sliding into the trough. नीचे जा रहा है. Supply consolidation, failures, हम people will exit. अरे आप क्या कर रहा है? पॉइंटर चल रहा है? पॉइंटर नहीं चलेगा, कुछ भी नहीं चलेगा, हम चलेंगे. ओके. सो peak of inflated expectations, trough of disillusionment, slope of enlightenment. चलो, दिमाग में सेंटर खुल गया, एनलाइटनमेंट आ गया, भगवान दिखाई दिया. समझ गया ना? Then plateau of productivity. He is calling this plateau. We should not say plateau. The productivity has reached the peak level. I mean, you won't expect miracles now. अगर वो चलता रहे, be happy. वो नहीं चलेगा, the way that this has not run, you should be unhappy. Otherwise, be happy. ये हो गया. क्या हो गया भैया? चले गए फिर? I think ran into some problem again. अमोनिया। ये वेव्स क्यों आता है यार? ना, आई डोंट नीड वेव्स। ये देखो, R&D एफर्ट ओवर टाइम, ये आ गया। नेक्स्ट, नेक्स्ट। So unless you bring in disruption, you can't really keep on improving. Period. Can somebody read it? Trust. Can somebody read it? Teoriza, Resbengia, Iso, Bretote, Bretotelix. Am I taking more time? Disruption. Sorry, I don't want to miss this. Jadach. Okay? Just 2 minutes. He is the scientist. He has identified 39 parameters. Okay. The desired state can't be reached because of something else in the system prevents it. Contradictions को छोड़ के, conflicts को छोड़ के contradictions पे focus. I will forward this presentation to the organizers. Interested people. Sorry for the extra time taken.
I would now request Mr. Manoj Kumar sir to please felicitate Mr. P.V. Rao sir. We now begin session 5 by Dr. Rajiv Kumar Chauhan sir. Dr. Rajiv Kumar Chauhan is an assistant professor in electrical engineering at Dalbagh Educational Institute, DEI Agra. He holds a BTech in electrical engineering and MTech in control and instrumentation from NIT Jalandhar and a PhD from IIT Mandi. Dr. Chauhan has previously worked as an assistant professor at Galgotias College of Engineering, as a research scientist at the University of Manchester, along with a stint as a visiting scientist at the University of Texas at Austin. He has received several prestigious awards, including the IEEE UP Section Star of the Month Award 2022, the POSCO Power System Award 2017, and the Best PhD Thesis Award at IEEE UPCon 2017. He has authored over 60 research papers, including 22 in SCI journals, and contributed to 3 books and 17 book chapters. Dr. Chauhan holds 6 patents and has filed 5 more. Sir, please proceed for your presentation.
So, sync option आ रहा है. सही है. कॉर्डलेस दे दूं? जैसे आप कॉर्डलेस. हाँ, आराम से करना है. मैं कॉर्डलेस दे दूं. कॉर्डलेस माइक लाई.
Okay, very good afternoon to all of you. I hope you are listening me multiple times, and again I am here. So today I am going to discuss about like the intellectual property rights, patents, and the research and innovations. Okay, so being a engineers, basically, what is the difference between a engineers and a other stream students, like excluding the medical science? If we talk about like some literature and etc. So what is the basic difference and why this is important and why we are crazy about it? Okay, so the important thing, आपने बचपन में कभी पढ़ा सुना होगा कि आप जो पढ़ लोगे that will be yours, अदरवाइज बाकी सब चीज विल बी शेयर्ड, पार्टिसिपेशन हो जाएगा उसमें, पेरेंट्स की जितनी प्रॉपर्टी एवरीथिंग यू हैव टू शेयर विद योर सिबलिंग्स, बट वॉट एवर यू लर्न, वॉट एवर यू हैव अर्न in the mind, that will be yours. Okay, so this is the main thing why we are talking about the like research and IPR etc, because if you are able to file or able to grant or able to design the patent, that will the part of royalty, means you will get the royalty for multiple years, and that will depends on the percentage. Like if I'm as you have heard about, I have edited 3 books, so I'm getting the royalty every year for that. So that is the additional income in number 1, means I'm not doing any like tax saving or etc. Okay, and whatever the salary. Okay, so this is one thing, means I'm getting the financial support as well as my profile is going up. Means globally you can find out the researchers who are working in, who are continuously publishing the book with the international publishers or book chapters or the research publication. So, okay. So, what is patent basically? So patent is like exclusive rights granted for the your idea. Okay. So if you have an idea and you have filed the patents, and if this idea is innovative enough for to serve the society, so you can get the fund for this for lifelong. But nowadays in India, the peoples are just going for filing the multiple patents. They are not talking about, or they are not thinking about what will happen once my idea or my patent will be granted. If you are not able to share your, or you are not able to share the innovations which you have developed with the industry, it doesn't make sense. It's just like a one another piece of paper. Okay, so we need to think about the idea should be strong enough that industry must show the interest and they should be interested to buy it. Okay, so this is the main thing. Now the purpose is like we are getting like encouragement for the investors. So other thing is like if you can see multiple cases in the remote India or in the small towns that the one people were moving and suddenly everything was fine. He was healthy, 70 to 80 kg weight, 5 feet height, everything was good. But suddenly he died. And yesterday I meet, everything was fine. Why this is happening? Because we don't have the continuously monitoring of the health. Okay, so if we don't have continuously monitoring, so what happening in our body, same thing in the engineering systems side, like some process plant is there, some electrical engineering, some mechanical systems. If we are not evaluating the what is the regular services, etc. In the case of human, regular blood tests or some other tests are required. So we require the smart technology, like if you will put your finger on the particular device, then it will extract the multiple information from the just pulse rate or the blood circulation. Based on this, the system should be smart enough to find out the what are the disease. Because पहले सुना होगा कि जो वैद होते थे जस्ट नर्व्स पकड़ के बता देते थे कि इसको प्रॉब्लम क्या है, लीवर है, किडनी है, हार्ट है, क्या है, एवरीथिंग. So इसका मतलब we have the information, but we are not able to make the machine trained enough so that the machine understand what's happening inside the body. So the patent should be like this, that it should be helpful for the human, just not the piece of paper. Okay. So type of patents. So type of patents is like utility and design. We can classify it into 2 categories. I will just, today I will talk about just the patent. Okay, not the other. I hope ki multiple talks is already complete it and tomorrow also. So you will go through, okay, how you can file the patent, etc. It doesn't make sense for me being a professor. Okay, so utility and second one is design. So utility is for like multiple years and you have to pay the subscription charges also for the next 20 years. Whenever you will file the patent, you have to pay the fee for next 20 years. And if you are not getting the revenue, so what does it make sense? You are paying 30, 40,000 for next 20 years. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Then second one is the design. So in the first one, like new and innovative machines means you are making the machine smart enough so that the machine should be able to read the standards, whatever the global standards. It may be the IEEE standards, it may be the IEC standards. So based on the standards, based on the formulations, means I'm talking about formulation means mathematical. So mathematical means why you are continuously reading the or studying the mathematics till BTech third year, I think in DEI. Till third year, you are studying mathematics? No. Yes, so that is the strong tool. Or you can say mathematics is the language for engineers. Okay, without mathematics, you are just a simple man, just like the others one. But if you have a command on mathematics, you are engineers or you are a scientist. Okay, so it requires the like technical algorithms. So in the utility case, machine design, machine should be smart enough to read the language, multiple standards, and it should be feasible for the betterment of the human. Okay, so that will be covered in the utility. Okay, if you have this type of stuff, then go for the utility. If you have a design, you can see in the vehicles, multiple different types of structure of the like different lights. Like if you have a Tata cars, so the design of the lights will be different. If you have the Kia cars, then the design will be different one. If you have a Maruti one, so different. So that is the another one. Or in some mechanical systems, like you have a gear systems. So design is important over there. But for the electrical engineers, for the chemical engineers, design is just useless. It doesn't make sense until unless you are not serving for the industry. For academician, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so just my priority will be you should go for the utility. So like this laptop, it has a like a hard combination of hardware, multiple circuits are there, and it also depends on the software part. So both will be clubbed, and then you will get the useful device that is laptop or computer, etc. Combination of electric hardware as well as software. Okay, now if we talk about like the key differences, so like functional aspects in the case of utility, here just visual, like which type of it will looks like this mic. If this is the structure, if I will change something, just like multiple layers are here. So if I will keep like the 2 layers at the place of 3, that will be also the design. Okay, but really that is important to change it, and you are putting the money, you are putting your time. Okay, now next one is the engine machines and chemical process or the industrial process. Here you may like people are from electrical or mechanical also, I can see. So process plants are there. Okay, like some automobile industry manufacturing units, some SCADA, PLCs are there. So the software as well as the hardware and then algorithm designed as per the desired task to complete the desired task. That will come in here. Then next one is require proof of utility and novelty. Novelty is very, very important. Design doesn't make sense. I am wearing this shirt. Okay, so this shirt has the different colors. The another one may have the different colors, but shirts is covering my body. It doesn't make sense which type of. Okay, but in case of utility, the novelty must be there. Means some woolen, like the fabric which you are using to make your uniform dress, etc. That is also important. Okay, but in case of design patent, require uniqueness is just appearance, how it will be, like it looks shining or it's rough like cotton or silk like. Okay, then duration of this in India and US, utility will be for next 20 years. So if you will get a patent today, you will get the royalty for next 20 years if you are able to sell it to the industry. Okay, but in case of design, it will be 10 years for India and 15 years for US. Okay, now complexity, so more complex and costly in case of utility, because every year you have to pay the fee for utility. But in case of design, it will be one time, or just figures will be like if you want to file a patent, design a patent. Or the another thing is, whenever you are speaking about the patent, so one is called patent granted and second one is called patent registered. Okay, so design jo hota hai, that is registered and utility is grant. So be careful whenever you are talking about the patent granted or registered. Okay. So here, because here we are including the software, hardware, and then algorithms designed by the skilled professionals. So this is more complex system in case of utility, but design just appearance. How it will looks from the top, how it will looks from the bottom, side view, and like this. Okay. So this is very easy. You will get the design patent in few months, but utility, it will take 5 to 6 years to get granted patent. This is just a review process or evaluation process, and multiple times you have to answer the questions raised by the officers from the review committee side. Okay, so now I come to like one of my project for which I get 2 utility patent for the same project for the different part. Okay, so these are the 2 patents, and one prize also in the international competitions for the PhD category. I get the 2nd position globally. Okay, then 2 papers are there. So what is important here is like we have a just you may see here I have a just solar system, one battery bank, and a few loads are connected. So what is the novelty here? It doesn't look novel, but okay. But you have to show how it is smart, how much smart enough this system is. I mean, this system is designed for a autonomous house which is located in the remote areas where the energy reliability is very, very important. Means most of the Indians has the inverter inside house, but suddenly inverter will be shut down. Okay, and then you will live in the dark. But if we have a student inside the house, he is going to study in the night times and your system will be shut down at 7 o'clock. Does it make sense? So I need a system which can forecast, okay, this is my critical load. To run this critical load, I need a storage inside the battery, and it should be automatically switch on and off the non-critical loads, means non-required loads inside the building. So for this, like if I want to optimize so like in case of solar system, you may hear about like the multiple things is the cost of battery. Most important thing is the cost of battery, because whenever you will go for the inverter size, 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, or 5 kilowatt, the most important change will be the size of battery. So first question was in my mind, how can I optimize the size of the battery? Okay, this is the engineering task to minimize the size of battery. Why I was interested to minimize just not only the cost, because battery has their own efficiency. Okay, so if efficiency come into the picture, it means if I will charge or discharge this battery, there will be some losses, and the efficiency of the battery is around 80 to 85%. It means if I am wasting the 20 to 15% energy inside the battery during charging and discharging, it means I required a large size of solar system also. Okay, the another thing is, how can I optimize the use of energy inside the building? Means using some smart or energy efficient devices or appliances, we can say in case of the building. Okay. So here we have considered the DC, complete DC load. Okay. And the third one is, you may hear about that many persons are dying in India every day due to electric shock. So that is also the constraint, especially in case of the children, small children like 2 years, 3 years old. They go to the electric switchboard, put the finger inside the sockets, get electric shock, and then die. Then you can think about the family जिसका सब कुछ लुट गया हो. ये है ना, 1-2 बच्चे होते हैं, अगर वो भी चले गए तो फिर क्या मतलब है लाइफ का, है ना? So यहाँ पे क्या है? Then we think about what should be the voltage level, which is safest one. Okay, and that's why we have considered the 48 volt system here. And I have installed this system in our DI also that is working on in DS2, 48 volt shock free zone, you can say. Okay. So safety, I have covered in this project. Optimization of the sources, optimization of losses means we can say I was able to provide the electricity at low cost, high reliability. Low cost, high reliability. So you can think about the novelty. Novelty is there. अगर आपको 7 रुपए यूनिट देना है and I'm saying okay, your electricity bill is like 5,000 rupees per month and I can deduct it or reduce it up to the 2,000 or 3,000. Would you like to invest in my business? So that's the idea basically. Why I got these multiple things for the same project. Multiple sections were there. Okay. So like now the circuitry is there. So I have saved the energy using the smart or energy efficient appliances. With this, now the thing is, second thing is, we have a multiple appliances in our house and Indians has the different traditions. Like get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, start taking bath, etc. Then start washing the clothes. And then in the evening, when the sun will not be there, again switch on the motor to fill the water tank. So all these things, if I have an autonomous system, it means all these type of water pump, washing machines, everything will be run during the non-sunny hours. 5 o'clock, there is no sun. In the evening, 6 o'clock, there is no sun. Means who will responsible to supply? Battery. It means I have to store more energy inside the battery. Bulky battery bank is required. Okay. Bulky bank means lot of money you have to invest as a capital cost. Okay. So for this, I have divided the load in two categories. One is critical, second one is non-critical. Critical and non-critical, again, further I classified into two categories. One is deferrable and second one is cycle-based, like refrigerator. Okay. Like if you have a milk only inside or the fruits inside the refrigerator. So why you are keeping the setting at level 6? Why not keep it at level 2? Do you know how much change will be there? So in one cycle, I have considered the Whirlpool refrigerator. So for one cycle, if you are keeping the thermostat setting at level 6, so duration was 30 minutes to continuously on. And then 80 minutes, it will remain off. You may feel this type of vibrations inside the refrigerator. But if you are operating the refrigerator at level 2, so it will just operate for 12 to 15 minutes. Means remaining 15 minutes energy has been saved. And it was just wastage. Okay, so that has been saved here. The another thing is like washing machine and water pump. So whenever the sun will be available, we have the water tank at the roof. So you may go office, but if you have scheduled your appliances, it will automatically on whenever the sun will be available. So directly the energy which is coming from the solar panel, that will be fed to the water pump. Battery will be bypassed. No charging, no discharging, means no losses inside the battery. Okay. Then we have the critical loads like light in the evening time, it's necessity. So here I have optimized or energy efficiency or cost optimization, everything is with the comfort of the user. It doesn't make sense कि आप light नहीं है और आप switch off करके बैठे हो. It makes sense. ये नहीं ना, उसे on भी रखना. Whatever the desired, it should be on. But whenever it is required, only that time it should be on. Okay, it doesn't make sense कि only 5 students or 10 students are sitting inside the class and all fans or lights are going on. Okay, so energy cannot be like stored, but it can be supplied to the another user, which is in our neighborhood or some other places. If you will save the 5 fan energy, it will be transmitted to the another house or another buildings. So the reliability will increase of the overall systems. Okay, now how the system is working. Here we can see the load profile. The green line is representing with the demand side management. Means everything is managed at the load end. So appliances are automatically on and off based on the user input, based on the task completion time. Like you may say, okay, I need my clothes should be washed till 4 p.m. during early 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, whenever, or the duration to run the washing machine maybe 30 minutes. Okay, the another source, another load is like water pump. Okay, you may say, okay, I require the water tank should be filled up to 6 p.m. Okay, after whenever I will move to the office, it should be filled in the evening when I will come back. Okay, so it will automatically schedule, and the priority will be like based on the task completion time and task time required to complete the task. Some situation may be like this. Okay, I have a surplus energy or surplus power, which can either able to supply the water pump or washing machine. So that time, my algorithm will be automatically check, okay, which is the most important priority out of these two, which one should be on and off at this particular time of instant. Okay. So engineering will come into, some mathematics will come into, or some algorithms which you guys are doing nowadays. Software engineers are there. Lot of software engineers we are producing from DEI. So here we can see just the red line and blue line is representing how the load has been critical, non-critical loads. Bedroom lights are there. Bedroom 2 lights are there. Living rooms and kitchens are there. So how the load has been shifted from the early, like in the early morning, that time we require the light. But in the daytimes, it will also consider the light intensity inside the house. Okay, or inside the, like you may hear about the multiple standards about the light intensity for the different locations of the building, same building or the different types of building. Like academic institutions may require, or the classroom may require different light intensity. Kitchen area may require different one, or some restaurant area is required different type of light intensity. So if the light, natural light is sufficient enough, it should be automatically off the light, artificial lights that time. Okay. So here we can see. Then we have the cycle based. So loads are automatically on and off. Then refrigerator or washing machines. So here we can see like B and C, washing machine and water pumps. These are two most important here. So in case of like manual systems, the refrigerator, washing machine was switched on at around 6 o'clock. But my system say there is no need. You are not going to wear the same clothes for the office. So why you are washing at 6 o'clock? Why not at 11 or 12 o'clock when the sun will be at the peak level? Okay. Then here we can see the water pump. Why you are keeping it on at the 6 a.m. Okay. Just install a little bit large size of water tank, which is able to supply or fulfill the water demand for next 24 hours. Just fill the water tank during the, when the sun is at peak level. Okay. So battery will be bypassed that time. Electricity will come from the solar panel. It will go to the appliances directly. Right. So the outcomes is low capital cost because of this. Battery size reduced and their losses also reduced. So capital cost reduced, small size of PV and battery. Okay. Then lower power losses in the converter and battery. Right. Then next one is the high efficiency, because if we are able to reduce the losses inside the system, it means system overall efficiency has been improved. And the next one is the high reliability. High reliability means for the critical load. Okay. Means this system will automatically, here you can see that in the second graph, this is representing the state of charge of the battery. This system will automatically on off the devices if the state of charge of the system is below the required one. So this required one will require the forecasting. Okay. जो आप time series पढ़े होंगे ना 10+2 में different time series forecasting. What will be the next step? ना अभी तो आजकल आप MI, ML और AI वो सब भी करते हो, बट थोड़ा उसके डिटेल में पढ़ लिया करोगे उसकी एल्गोरिथम क्या है, मैथमेटिक्स क्या कहता है, why you are getting this much output. ओके ऐसा नहीं है कि y इक्वल्स टू mx प्लस c के लिए कोई टूल बना दिया गया. ओके सर, आई एम पुटिंग x, आई एम पुटिंग m एंड आई एम पुटिंग c, आई एम गेटिंग दिस कर्व. बट why you are getting this? It was just simple mathematics. Okay, because if you will not study about the mathematical modeling of that particular tool, you will not able to modify that tool. And if you are not able to modify the tool, you are not an engineer, you are just a user. You are not a software developer, you are just software user. Okay. Now, PV size is there for the system. Definitely, if you are talking about reliability, you are requiring cost, etc., then you should be able to calculate the size of the plant. So there are different mathematical, like the watt hour needed per day, how much, how you will calculate that, how much size of solar system is required for your house, being electrical engineer. Okay. So how much the total watt or energy is required to run the appliances. And second one is the losses inside the system. It may be the cable losses, it may be the losses inside the converters, inverters or DC to DC converters, or losses inside the battery. Okay, that should be fulfilled. Energy equation must be balanced. Then next one, so here you can converter losses, line losses, and all these. So PV size is watt hour needed per day divided by average sunny hours. So you cannot calculate the size of the solar system based on the 1 or 2 day data. Okay. You have to think about the worst conditions. Like in the winter season, the sun will not be available for next 2 days. So still your critical load must be in the operating conditions. Okay. So now then based on these formula, you can calculate the battery bank size. So like kilowatt hour needed to run the appliances, and then battery efficiency, depth of discharge is also important. How much deep you will discharge the battery. If you are able to see like 0 to 100 state of charge, it doesn't means that you are using to use it 100%. You can use up to 80%. Different manufacturers gives different value, 80%, 70% based on that. Okay. Then state of charge will give the energy stored or energy remained inside the battery. Means based on the energy remain inside the battery, all recorded lectures are there on my YouTube channel. You no need to write down or just understand the things. Okay. During COVID, I have prepared all these things because of we were not able to take the lecture live. So I have recorded all these things. Okay. Now here, the thing is like state of charge at different time state, because sometimes the battery will be charged, sometimes it will be discharged. Okay. Sometimes the load will be higher, sometimes the PV will be higher, charging, discharging. So we called it Coulomb's counting law. But here in this, the drawback of this system is, or this equation is, the design engineer is not considering the losses inside the battery, just integrating, okay, this much amount is in this is out. Okay. So battery is not like a water tank. If you will fill the 1000 liter, you will get it 1000. No, you will get only 800. So that should be come into the picture. So second patent was for this algorithm. So losses inside the battery because of their electrical network, because the battery is the combination of RC circuit, resistive and capacitive. If the resistance, capacitance, and inductor is there, there will be some losses. Okay. So that's losses I have also included, and that was my second patent, which I shown in the earlier slide. Okay. Okay. So this is same slide. Now I have talked about like the price. So till now I've just discussed about, okay, I have saved the energy by scheduling the appliances from this point to the another one, and by directly supplying through the solar system. But the another one is the number of converter. So which type of system you should use? Either you should go with the AC system or DC. That is also important. Can we further enhance the efficiency? Okay. So with the DC system, all the loads, most of the loads inside the building is basically DC technology based now. Okay. You have LED or CFL bulb. These are neutral for AC or DC. You can use both of the supply. Okay. But DC fans, you can see the rating. Rating is not there, but the fan rating is in DS2. You can find out in my cabin, just 20 watt is the fan rate, power rating of the fan. But in case of the AC, 75. So around 3 times the energy demand is reduced with the energy efficient technology. And then again, you need to integrate the converters. So converter has their efficiency 50, 80 or 85%. Further think about the efficiency. Okay. This is the algorithm which I was talking about, automatically measuring the power generation, power stored in energy stored in the battery, power generation from the solar system, what is the load demand at particular time instant. So it will be charging and discharging, etc. And based on that, this is the another block. Time, task completion time, time required to complete the task. Okay. So these all are the terms of process control engineering. Okay, master students study about it, or mechanical student will start studying this subject next year in the final year. Okay, so refrigerator classified into the different category, which I have already discussed. I think no need to repeat the things. Okay, so how the loads, this is also I have already covered. Okay, now how much I have saved? With the conventional, I go with the DC technology, go with the DC appliances, you will save the energy inside the appliances because 25 watt, 20 watt and 75 watt. Energy consumption reduce. Then if we use the demand side management, means the algorithm which I have proposed that further reduce the size of storage devices, size of solar systems, etc. Means so here I have not only patent, I didn't get only the patent for the hardware, it was also for the software part also, or we can say for the mathematics, which is given by someone else. But I have used that mathematics in an innovative way to serve for the society. That's why I get the patent for it. Okay, so here we can see for the same system, I didn't just go with the demand side management, which can automatically schedule the load. The cost around 50 means around 40% cost had been reduced just with the scheduling. Can you? And the reliability is the another constraint. Okay, so use where we can. These, if you have some idea, you have to give some innovative or very important applications must be in your mind where I can use this. Okay, so residential and commercial building for the remote areas, because we have a small size of houses and the students or the peoples are living in dark. Okay, so that should be being engineers in our mind. How can we serve them? Okay, how can we provide the electricity to them at low cost? Okay, and with high reliability. So grid, this system can operate in grid connected, means this system can work for the metro city. Poorly grid connected means the villages, which poorly grid connected means we have the electricity connections, but electricity is available for few hours. You can see in many villages in India, the electricity is available either in the daytime times or in the night times. So system should be smart enough to identify all these things. Okay, this thing will be available this time, this will be this time, and I will utilize it. I will give the reliable system. Isolated, completely isolation, like military applications are there. Some border side, we don't have the expansion of the grid. So how will electrify that particular area? Autonomously it can work. Agriculture applications for the farmers, etc. Integration of renewable and other sources and data centers. Okay, so these are the applications. If your system can serve multiple type of customers, then everyone would like to invest in your business. Okay, and if the peoples have the demand of your business, then you will grow, you will get patent, you will get funding, etc. Okay, so thank you very much. This is all about my today class. If you have any questions, you may ask.
Now I request Mr. Manoj Kumar sir to please felicitate Mr. Rajiv Kumar Chauhan sir. Sorry. We will now have a quiz for the participants. The dignitaries are required to proceed to the Fab Lab for a tea break. Participants are requested to stay seated for the quiz.